What up, y'all? What is going on? Playoffs are being played. Baseball's being played in October. And guess what? The Yankees. Oh, what happened? Okay, never mind. We got the Rangers going up against Tampa Bay right now. Tampa Bay can't get out of their own way. They stink. That's good. Welcome to the PinstripeStrong podcast. It's been a while since I could
tell you guys
what's up. We'll talk about a couple of things, Yankee offseason, maybe a little bit of the playoffs. We'll talk about what the Yankees are doing with auditing and
lack thereof.
How the season ended and all of that stuff, because we've been kind of ghost, right? I admit that.
Sorry we ghosted you.
Yeah, we've been a little ghost, especially this season. Yanks, they make it tough, but, that's not part of PinstripeStrong, you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. But we're going to go ahead, and we're going to talk about this now. We're together here in studio, in Bebo. Well, not Bebo. We'll talk about all that and more on the PinstripeStrong podcast.
Let's do it.
Hey, I don't have to be with me, but I'm posting it in post. Hey, Joey was supposed to be here to produce, but he... Oh, look at Coley Harvey. Oh, that's it. Look at that right there. He looks extremely successful.
He does. You like Burgundy?
Burgundy?
I really like Burgundy, B.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
I gotta watch that movie again. There's a couple movies that I want to rewatch. That's one. Tropic Thunder.
I want to see. I really want to see Dumb and Dumber again.
Oh yeah.
And also I want to see a couple of the Ace Ventura movies again.
Oh.
Just to
Pet Detective or When Nature Calls. This is gonna determine what.
To be honest, When Nature Calls is a little different. The Monopoly guy, and I think that's why I think that the Monopoly guy has the monocle. Yeah. And we're off to a great start.
Very good. See, as you can see, the
Yankee
season. I've been good, man. I've been the Yankee season. It's bad when the Yankee season ends and there's like relief. Or maybe relief is not the word, but it's like maybe it's like
I get what you're saying though.
It's more like we know what's gonna happen, and it's like, all right, it happened finally. We know you were gonna be out the playoffs.
Yeah.
The season ended. Now we could build on to the next season and come back stronger. I could summarize the season with just looking at Judge after that last out in the Blue Jays game. And his eyes.
We haven't stopped watching. I just want you guys to know that we've watched the game.
Yeah, we still. I have it in the back. It's been background noise for like a month.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys. I've been watching more One Piece while the games been going on. I've been keeping up with wrestling. Shout out to LWO.
Okay.
But that look that Judge had, there's so many thoughts were going through it. He was looking. Oh no, I said Blue Jays. It was Kansas City.
Yeah.
Kansas. He was looking at Kansas. Doing the high fives and all that shit, and he's just sitting there like, yeah, this shit's not gonna happen again.
You know what that made me think of? When you go to the supermarket and you're a little kid and you acting up like crazy, and your parents like, all right. You do the little point thing like, yeah. Watch when we get home.
See, I think that right there, man. You never, man. The anticipation of what's to come, the fear.
Yeah. But Judge talked to the media too.
He was open, more open,
super open. You see, this is what you have in that captaincy. That's what it does, because it gives you that. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
So, and I'm the captain of the team. Okay, so I have a voice here, right? And that's what it's supposed to be. You don't just give the captaincy to just anybody. So they went ahead and they gave it to Judge. And Judge was like, you know what? The urgency is not good, especially games in April, games that we should have swept, that we didn't sweep. we're focusing on numbers, and there's nothing wrong with focusing on numbers, but maybe we're focusing on the wrong ones, man. And you know what? That's so true.
I love that.
Yankees looking at launch angle and exit velo. He's like, yo, can we talk about batting average real quick? Like, why is the team batting average the worst it's ever been in like forever?
Yeah, that was nasty.
You know, so it just kind of sucks, man.
What you thought about when he said that some of the guys come up and it's like they don't stop evolving, they don't stop adapting, they don't adapt. They just basically, I'm up here. I don't think he was saying that these guys got lazy.
Right.
But it's more like
there's a hunger to adjust.
Right, exactly. Like Judge does it all the time.
Chris, we've been talking about that with Judge
since the minors.
Exactly. Since single A, guys, this is Judge's thing, man. And he's never comfortable. This is why he is who he is, and he is where he's at. Because the fact of the matter is that Judge will get to a place where he'll struggle. He'll say, you know what? Let me take a step back.
Right.
Let me just reevaluate, and let's get it back together. And then he'll dominate. Then move up a level, struggle, elevate, dominate. And then just rinse and repeat. And then the fact that, 2017 happened. Rookie of the year. Well, 2016 happened. He came up, struck out 50% of the time.
Yeah.
And then
was sent back down.
Well, he still came up. He still
came. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he got hurt or something like that. I don't really remember 2016. It feels like forever ago. But then 2017, he's up, rookie of the year, great first half. Was like, oh, this guy's gonna win the MVP and rookie of the year. Blah blah blah. Should have won the MVP anyway.
Should have won.
But down the stretch, he did struggle. What did he do? Okay, next year, he just kept getting better. And then last year, he had that monster year. And then to follow it up with this year, almost hit 40 homers? Bro, what?
And he missed
a
third of the season he missed.
Nah, bro, he's different, bro.
He's just different. That's somebody that, that's the reason he's the captain. That's the reason that he has all those accolades. I just know that there has to be some type of change. There has to be, and he's going to make sure of it. I feel like he said he's been talking to Hal. He was saying that definitely something has to happen. So I'm confident that the team is going to come back and do what they got to do. Now, when you talk about the front office, I don't know. What is the front office going to do? What do they see? Talking about numbers, there was conversation about bringing a team to look at the analytics and look at what's going on.
And then we hear that they're actually coming to edit the league. Like, bro, right. I don't need you to edit the league. I mean, audit the league, edit the league. You can edit the season, please.
Edit it out. But you can't. He's like, well, it's not that we're going to bring a team to see what we're doing. We're actually going to be comparing.
Okay.
To what other people
Sounds
are
good.
doing. And again, hey, maybe that could work. I'm not sure. Maybe that could work. Maybe like, oh yeah, you know what? They look at it this way. But
just look at tape the whole season.
Yeah, just look at everything.
And then also, you know what? They need to just open up, go. You know what? They just need to play like, I don't know, put up a Phillies game. Right? And just point to the screen. Just look. Go ahead. Look at Hal right in the soul. Hey, that guy right there. Hey, that guy Harper, why didn't you talk to him? Tell me the numbers that told you not to talk to him, please.
Exactly. Tell me the numbers that told me not to talk to Harper.
The editing guy is like this. Auditing.
Like this. Like that. See, ankle, on knee. Yeah.
Point.
Toe point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Texas. Hey, Seager, you needed a shortstop, of course. You also needed a left-hander. He kind of does both. Why didn't you talk to him, please?
But that's what I want to know. We could talk about analytics. Why there was some obvious moves that could have been made, obvious positions that needed to be filled, but then you don't talk to Harper. You bring in Machado, but you don't sign him, even though you needed a third baseman. But then it's like, no, you had to have IKF. So you're telling me that the numbers that you're putting together said no to Harper, but no, we had to have IKF.
But you know what? Hey, you had to have him so bad. You had to bring on Donaldson.
$50 million.
And, hey, can you also tell me the numbers that led you to believe that Willie Calhoun needed to bat fourth most of the year? However, he was DFA. Thank you. I'll hang up and listen.
Those are the numbers that I want to see.
Yes, there has to be some real frank conversations that happen, bro. Like, because if not, it's not going to change. And that's why toward the end of the year, I wasn't like, I'm not rooting against I'll never root against the Yankees, right? Mm-hmm. But at some point, it's kind of like when you have your kid that's like kind of hard-headed. Mm-hmm. And the only way that they're going to learn that lesson is by letting them bust their ass.
You gotta fall, man. You gotta get and scrape your knee.
With Sophia, she kept running down the hill in my old building. There's a hill when you go down like into the building. She kept running down that shit full force. I'm like, hey, don't run down the hill. You're gonna fall. She kept doing it. No. Yo, this is, by the way, this is when she was like 4. Kept running, and Noah would always walk because he's like, it's kind of fast. That's what he said.
The hill's kind of fast.
And then kept running.
Like me.
Royce the 5'9" Lewis. And he kept running. And then one night, ran, fell, busted her knee, blood. Ah! And I was like, hey. Told you so.
I told you.
I didn't want to say it. I don't want to see my child get hurt. But the fact of the matter is, that's the only way you're gonna learn.
Pain is a lesson.
Yes.
Pain is a lesson. Pain doesn't let you forget. And in a way, that's why I wanted pow. Like people, we got to finish over 500. Like I don't think that's enough of pow. Because now,
well, you know what? At that point, and I felt the same way, Chris.
Yeah, 31 seasons but over 500.
Yes. When they admitted it, I was like, okay, go for the 500, right? Because, to be honest, it is something cool. Especially when you hear a GM like Jerry DiPoto, what he said yesterday.
Kind of makes sense.
Talking about like,
10 years of 54 games?
Yeah. At 10 years, we want to win only 54% of the time. What kind of loser mentality is that, bro? You got Julio Rodriguez.
No, I think that.
What are you doing?
It could possibly mean that they have 51. I think they said that 51 or 52%. If they get a 54%, they'll be in the playoffs.
Bro, what team? Like, first of all, you can't even, as baseball, and this is just a baseball conversation, right? If you know ball, you know ball. You can't go out there and, let me plan out 10 years.
Yeah.
Baseball changes way too much, Chris. Like, baseball 10 years ago.
The division
is not the same.
The fucking Orioles are in first place. They won a division.
Not only that, but just look, like, the shift.
Right. The bases.
The ball, the size of the ball. We might have an electronic strike zone and you're building a team.
More pitchers throwing 100.
Exactly. Yankees got into trouble here because they built this team in 2019 thinking, juice balls. Mm-hmm. You know? We could have right-handed hitters that go the other way because the ball's jumping. Now the ball's not jumping no more. Now what? So, I don't know. I think that there needs to be a more sound way to build a team. Obviously, maybe having more balance, having some lefties in the lineup, having better players that can actually hit would be great.
Why get away? Why build a stadium and then get away from the advantages of that? You know what I mean? Like, you build a stadium specifically to have power lefties that can hit for average, hit all over the field, but specifically hit, to right field because you have that short porch. And it's like, no, we gotta be right-handed heavy and do what we gotta do from there. And then, we're gonna make the playoffs. Because my thing is like they're setting up the team just to make it to the playoffs.
Mm. You know what? This podcast is gonna be the Yankee audit. This is what it is.
This is the Yankee audit. Because
we're asking the questions that the audit team is going to be asking.
I hope.
Because if I'm the audit team, I'm like, you know what? All right. You want your right hand? Build the right-handers. Mm-hmm. Why don't you pull in the left field porch then?
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
And push out the right field porch. I don't know, or leave it there, or whatever you want. But
it's like, what's more?
You're not building the team to your ballpark. You know this.
You know that. But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. What's more difficult? To change the structure of the stadium or change the structure of the team? What do you want? You know what I mean?
The structure, huh? You know what? I never gave that a thought. Maybe I should try that.
fucking stupid. You so fucking stupid.
If they do that, then you know what? Put the plexiglass in left center field again, like how they used to have in the old stadium, and put Monument Park there so that you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Remember how Manny used to like jump over and then you see it there on the plexiglass?
Just do like what the Orioles did.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Just do that. Be stupid.
Or just build the team. I don't know. Take the path of least resistance. How about that? And just build the team.
I mean, listen, you would think. I just hate feeling. I hate when like feeling like I could see or we could see what's going on. It's like no, like and they try to tell us otherwise. Like nah. If you go this way, like bro, I'm telling you, we gotta go here. No, Ellis, we gotta go this way. And you don't listen. You don't listen. It feels like you're not even paying attention to what's going on in the field. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it's ridiculous, and already the talk about Boone is coming back for sure. I don't believe that yet.
I think he is. He is. So is Cashman.
Is it official?
I just think it is. It's happening. I don't think Boone was a problem, B. Like, just for me, like knowing shit, I don't think Boone was the problem,
Be careful. Fans might say that you're, what I mean?
No, they could, but it's like they don't. There's stuff.
You're a Boone apologist.
Right, but there's stuff I know that they don't. But, like, listen, I don't think Boone was a problem, guys. Like, there's a lot of things. I mean, Boone could be better in some areas. He's not a perfect manager, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But I think that there's other problems. There's organizational philosophy problems. They put this team together. This team was doomed to fail since spring training. We talked about it.
Yeah.
It was just like, why? This team is built. And hey, we're not done yet after Rodon, and you were.
You were done.
Josh Donaldson is going to be an MVP caliber player again. What number told you that?
Bro said, Gio's no Donaldson. I don't know why the fans are mad in June.
It's there's just a lot of stuff, right? And
the philosophy, bro. We've been talking about the fucking philosophy for since 2018.
Top down, things got to get better. I mean, you look no further than when Keith was on this very podcast saying, "Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining."
Yeah. What are you doing?
Like you're like you act like I'm stupid, bro. Don't try to play me, bro. I'm not dumb. That's how you get beat up in the hood. When you talk to a dude like he's stupid, like, you go over here. It's like, yo, my man, why you doing all that extra?
Yeah, you being condescending, you playing me like don't do that. No,
I want Fish me up out of here though. Like,
I don't like the way he talks. And listen, everybody. I
thought I was the only one. He talks to me in that way that I just talk, and I'm like, yo, my man.
Yo, bro.
I'm gonna need you to chill out on that.
I'm gonna need you
pump the brakes.
And don't make me feel like I'm overreacting.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't talk to me like I'm little and then say I'm overreacting when I get mad and I react. You know what I mean? Like it's just Fishman, I don't trust that guy because it just feels like, and some of the guys are gonna hit, whatever. Okay, great. But overall, as a team, it's bad.
Yeah.
And the numbers that you've been providing is not working. Hal said if we don't finish, if we don't make it to the playoffs, then obviously there's some tough questions that need to be asked, some tough conversations. My worry is that, and listen, it might be true, Joe. My worry is that he's going to use these injuries as an excuse. But
they can't this year. They can't this year.
But Joe, if they're gonna say, well, if Judge was healthy, that the situation in Dodger Stadium didn't happen. If Rizzo is good and Cortez and all that, if we've been living in this if universe for a while now, and I'm tired of it. But I feel like they're gonna use it. They're gonna use it because look, how many games back we were from the third wild card. Well, like 6-7 games, they're going to be like, whoa, I don't want that. I want these tough conversations to happen. And honestly, I feel like Judge is going to be like, yo, bro, so you're telling me that if I didn't miss, I could miss 50 games and we just going to fall off the face of the earth? That's a problem. Either way.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. And Judge alluded to a deeper rooted problem with the way that he talked. So
he loved Boone, but everything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that it looks like they need to remedy, man. Now, I will tell you this, man. Like, I do. Granted, the Yankees finished one of the best records in baseball down the stretch, man. Like, they played well down the stretch. A little too late. We're not going to give them roses and all of that stuff. That's what they were supposed to do and whatnot. But I wish it would have meant something if those other games were taken with more urgency. You know, where
for example,
maybe if you didn't hang on to Hicks as long as you did, if you knew you were going to DFA him and you weren't playing him, and maybe if you got rid of Donaldson a lot earlier when you wanted to phantom IL him, and it's like you never wanted him on the team. Like, bro, just get rid of these people, man. Admit your mistakes. It's like the Yankees are so scared to admit that they're wrong, bro.
Stubborn.
And that makes you look even worse.
Yeah, because we all see it. We watch the games religiously. We all see it, and it's like, bro, the at bats are lifeless.
Yeah,
it's just really, really bad, man.
Bad problem.
I mean, I hate that we wasted Cole's first Cy Young. Season.
We got to give Cole roses.
We got to give Cole his roses, man. He's been phenomenal. Even in the beginning of the season, we were like, yo, he's just so free and easy. In the middle, it was a little hectic, but then he finished strong. And I just hate that we wasted that season on some bullshit.
I like that his family was there. His last start had the complete game.
His son.
Against Toronto in a game that they needed.
Yeah.
So then that was big for him. He was nasty,
dominating. I love seeing Jason.
Well, this
we could do the love and hate. This is love and hate.
This is love and hate. This is like the roses section. We're giving you roses right now.
You roses, or we giving you shit.
So Cole, good. Judge,
amazing.
I
can't, bro. You can't.
If the Dodgers actually cared about their freaking stadium, I don't want to hear any kind of injury. Oh, he's injury prone. That's a weird injury. And the fact that he came back, and remember, we were thinking he was going to be gone for the season, or he's going to get surgery. He came back. It actually got better, Boone said, and he was able to produce at this level.
Yeah.
And was able to finish up with the numbers that he finished up with is pretty amazing, man. We got a special one with him. I really do.
We do. I mean, to have somebody like an Aaron Judge, who is your captain, he's the lead guy, but, when the support team is, nobody's going to be at the level of Judge. Yeah. But he has to have that support team. We talk about when it comes to, our favorite shows or anime and things like that.
Yeah.
Is Goku and Vegeta. At first it wasn't like that in the beginning, but that's his guy. You got Luffy and you got Zoro. You got that support team. The guy behind Judge has to be as strong, or not at the same level again, but you have, like, for example, like, who's going to bat after Judge?
Well, Rizzo, I'm going to be honest, Rizzo was having an all-time season.
He was.
And then he got the concussion, which at first I was blaming the Yankees, but they did all the tests. And listen, we don't, as much as we want to try to pretend like we know, we don't really know how to treat a bruise to the brain. That's just what it is. A concussion, that's what that is. Your brain went through a traumatic experience.
But
how do you...
I feel like him saying... One of the scariest things that he mentioned was he said, like when he swung...
He said he couldn't react in time.
He couldn't react in time.
That's scary.
And
that's
it's like,
dangerous.
to him, it's like, wait, why... You know what I mean? So I guess from that, but again, we're not in the dugout, we're not in the clubhouse, we're not in the hospital room. We don't know what's going on, but it's overall it's just scary in fucking San Diego.
But Giancarlo needed to do a lot better. I mean,
the West kind of
we'll get to Giancarlo.
No, the West kind of fucked us up. The Dodger Stadium, the Padres with Rizzo. Fucking West, yo.
The West.
The NL West fucked us up. But obviously losing Cortez. That one definitely hurt.
Garrett Cole's numbers to finish the year: 2.63 ERA, 209 innings, 222 strikeouts on the nose,
crazy,
.98 WHIP. 15-4 on this team is pretty incredible.
In the AL East.
Yeah, in the AL East.
Even though the schedules are different now, but still, being in the AL East.
Let's give, like you said, Judge. He had his roses.
Yeah.
And he finished the year with 367 batting, have 37 homers, 1.019 OPS, 75 RBI and 37 homers.
He's just a beast, man.
In just 367 at bats is pretty crazy.
I want to give flowers to Glaber.
We'll do Glaber.
Glaber had a strong year too on the defense side. You know, we just got to live with that. If we're gonna keep Glaber,
no, we don't. You see, this is the comfortability thing, man. Like he needs to get better there, bro.
He definitely no, and I agree. He definitely has to get better. But I'm glad that he's not a bum with the bat and also inconsistent on defense.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So yeah, he definitely has to work on that because the lackadaisical thing,
273,
ball,
hit. 800 OPS, 25 homers, and 68 RBI. Would have been great.
Yeah.
If he would have.
A little side note: how do you feel? A little side note: how do you feel about Cashman saying that Monty is not a playoff pitcher, but then
listen, traded for Monty. You see, that's another thing.
You traded Monty.
Hey, let me know real quick. You traded for a guy in a walking boot, and you gave up a pitcher, a lefty
starter
that proved that he knows how to pitch here in New York. Tell me a little bit about that strategy, please.
7 shutout innings versus the fucking Rays. Get out of here, man. See, but this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, no, because Cashman has 20 plus years and the Yankees and 31 seasons, blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, but if the decisions that you're making and the moves that you're making are highly fucking questionable and it proves to be highly questionable in the end, obviously something is off, my guy. Something is off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't trust in Cashman anymore. You know what I mean?
Cashman got to get better because he's not going anywhere.
He's going to have to improve too, like Glaber.
Let me see who else had a good year. I think, you know what? What do we think about Volpe's first full year? Now, offensively,
some people,
I'm kind of out. 666 OPS, 666 OPS.
It's a little scary.
Yeah, 21 homers we like. That's fine.
RBI is about 60 something.
60 something.
Stolen bases, I think it's 24.
But he needs to adjust and get better with the getting on base. He needs to be on base a lot more than what he is with the speed that he has. Had 24 stolen bases, so that's good. We got a 2020 guy.
Yeah, 2020
That's
guy.
Good. Only 209 batting average.
Yeah, 209. I know a lot of people hated that. Like, 209. Look at Jeter's first. Somebody actually tried to compare Jeter's first year to Volpe. I'm like, relax.
Jeter's first year?
I don't understand.
The Rookie of the Year season?
The Rookie of the Year season. Some people were trying to compare, like, but look at Jeter. And it's like, bro, but exactly.
Don't compare, number
that's
one. That's
Jeter.
Two different players.
Yeah, that's Jeter, number one. Number two, I think Volpe, this is a great starting point. I think he needed this full season under him. The fact that even with everything.
But his defense is really good.
It has gotten better.
Way better.
It's gotten better, but I think his long-term position is going to be second base. I really think that play that Peraza the cross, that arm strength, I think they like Peraza better at short.
I think Boone said he's going to be the starting shortstop next year.
Peraza or Volpe?
Volpe.
Okay, so there you go. Volpe.
So I think that.
Shout out to my guy Volpe.
Yeah. So.
Shout out to Gucci.
Yeah. So the thing with Volpe is that they think, okay, his arm can get better, workouts, off season, stuff like that. Maybe his arm can get better, and then you know what? He makes all of the plays, and he might win a Gold Glove this year. To be honest,
very possibly.
Yeah,
could very possibly win.
Very possibly. Actually, I think he's leading in so many like defensive categories. He might win. There's still a kid from Kansas City, the shortstop, is in the contention, and Wander Franco.
Yikes.
Was in there as well. He was in the lead, but he's gone. He's definitely not getting it.
Yikes.
King. Michael King. These are blessings in disguise, Chris, because if we didn't have this season, we would have never seen what Mike King, the starter, would be. And then going into next year, I think that is something, that is a guy now that we could have in the rotation. He has all of the pitches that he needs. He has, the fact that he went to Boone and he was like, hey, I mean, we need some starting pitcher. I could start. And he went out there and he performed like that. He's
been trying to start for a while now.
Yeah.
Not many pitchers go the other way. Some failed starters become, bullpen weapons, but this guy's a bullpen weapon that is turning a starter.
Oh yeah.
And they've been building his innings, and he's just been proving that he can. I mean, the last start was, it was horrific, but I like that. I like that you want to go into the season on a good note, but I like that he has something to look at and be like, okay, so this is where I went wrong.
Yeah.
And build off that. But then, hey, you still got this, these other starts that you did phenomenal in. Wow, Mike King, the starter.
But you know what? It's a blessing that it happened in this way, because even if you couldn't start the season with Mike King in the rotation because he was injured the year before, and how many innings was he really going to give you?
Right.
So the fact that he did this, and then he was in the pen, Yankees still finished with like one of the best bullpen ERAs, or the best bullpen ERA in baseball. So it's like, whoa. But Michael King was awesome, so that's like a good thing there.
Mike King for sure.
For flowers, I don't really know who else I can give flowers to here.
I was thinking at one point.
The bullpen, we could give him flowers. The pen was awesome.
I was thinking Clark Schmidt, even though towards the end he was on a rock. I don't know what's his long-term position, Clark Schmidt, so I'm still going to see what's going to happen, because I need to see what's going to happen in the offseason. Are they going to bring Yamamoto? Are they going to be looking at these other guys? Are they, let's talk about possibly bringing Monty again. And it's like, all right, man, let's see what happens here. But the bullpen has been great.
DJ was a little better.
Ever since
he kind of struggled toward the end.
Sean, the batting coach. Sean Casey. Sean Casey. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Sean Casey himself, but ever since the Yankees hired Sean Casey, DJ has been better. Stanton was starting to swing the bat, but then he fell off the cliff.
All right, let's talk about the need improvements, man. Stanton's going to be here next year.
You're getting some shit.
So, unless the Yankees cut him, which would be like, whoa, that would blow me away. The Yankees cut him.
Yeah.
I don't think that they will. So let's just assume that he's going to be here. He's got to get better. He was here the entire year. I don't know what he needs to do to increase his speed again. He does not look as athletic as he used to, Chris. Like, that's not the guy that we brought over. The MVP dude, that's not him.
No.
So it was kind of weird watching him run down to first base and watching somebody like Jake Berger yesterday run down first base for the Marlins. And I'm like, he's faster than Giancarlo.
That's bad.
And he's not as physically fit as Giancarlo. Then we need to find out what's going on with G, and hitting wise as well. So maybe we can get some. If better people in there.
If they could find a trade for him, great. But with that being said, Joe, having a dominant Stanton in the fourth hole is better for the Yankees, unless you could find a great trade for him. But the thing is that if you do find a trade, it opens up the DH. There's a lot of benefits in trading.
That's the other thing.
There's a lot of benefits in trading Stan. But I feel like if we could find it again, I think him, Rizzo, Stanton, obviously when Jason comes back, and we'll talk about Jason, I think that's a better situation. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think they're going to find a taker for that contract.
I don't think so either. Don't think so either.
So if that's the case, then hopefully they find it. They find how to fix it, because, bro.
I'm going to read off these names. These are people that I think that should get better, that need to get better. If they want to be a part of this, bro, because just what it is. Mm-hmm. Cabrera needs to be better. IKF is gone.
Yeah, IKF is gone.
Let me go and do. Oh yeah, I think Pereira. I think he needs to get better.
I think he's either going to be going in trade.
Yeah, he needs to get better. Peraza needs to be better as well. Clark Schmidt was good. Toward the end, he was kind of like,
he was iffy.
Yeah, he was iffy. I would like to see him take another step and get better. Clark Schmidt, I thought that this was a good year for him because it started out really bad.
Yeah.
And then he got better, and he got really good. Mm-hmm. Then he kind of struggled toward the end. That could be just fatigue.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
So, it's fine. So come out next year. Now you know what this full season feels like, and come out and be better. So I need that from you. I need Gleyber to be better. Even though he was good offensively, I need him to be super consistent, on both sides.
You can't.
even when things go wrong.
I feel like he takes snaps on defense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he definitely has to be up on that. If you could put that together with the defense and stay consistent with the offense and get a little bit better, then, I mean, you keep a guy like Labor.
Yeah. Shout out to Ben Rortvet as well for taking all of the Cole abuse and helping him get to his Cy Young.
Will you bring him back?
Oh, yeah. The fact that he is with Cole likes to, like, kind of pick on him, and he pitches well.
So what happens with Trevino or Austin Wells?
Well, I don't know. I think that there could be a trade in there.
They could be for Wells, trading Wells.
You could trade Wells. You can find out what you do with Trevino as well.
Lefty bat. I'd rather trade Trevino.
I don't think anything should be off the table. That's what I'm saying.
It all depends on the return.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not confident about the return.
Well, let's see. Let's see. I mean, lefty hitting catchers, you don't know, but I don't think there should be anything that's like off the table. That's what I'm saying. I'm open to it. And then these are people that are going to be gone. Farewells. Luis Severino. Severino had the worst year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, need him 100% at the top of the list of need improvement. Rodon. Yeah. And by the way, Rodon, it is not Matt Blake's fault. And I know you talked to him after you guys smoothed things over.
You apologize.
He apologized. It is not his fault. You probably need to control your emotions a little bit more on the mound. Maybe that's a learning lesson. And he's just an emotional guy. But next year, need him to pitch better, man. What it is.
Did you get nervous when he said he's gonna go to some house that he had up the block and think about it?
He had a house up the block?
Was it Kansas? Was in Kansas? That he said that he has like a place that he stays near in Kansas or Kansas City, and that he was going to go there after the game, think about baseball, and be away from the family, be away from friends. He just wanted to be alone. I don't know if that was true.
Loco, no te tiro un tiro.
I would have. Cuidado.
Yeah.
Oh, we need you on the mound.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. You know what I mean? It's not going to go great. See, what I like people on the team that wanted just as much, if not more, than anybody else. And Rodon is somebody who's a competitor. He wanted to come here and do great. So, you know what I mean? Just work on it.
Yeah.
Just work on it, B. Next year's the next. The fact that start was his last start of the season is going to burn, B. It's going to fuck with him. But I like that. Use that as fuel. You know what I mean?
I do wish Luis Severino well. I don't think he'll be back.
Not even on a 1 year prove a year?
I don't know. I think the Yankees are going to try to re-up and trying to bring in other people.
Yeah.
Severino, I do hope, you were our first player interview.
Yes.
You're awesome on the podcast. You've been a very good friend to me, and I'm really close with you, your family, and all that stuff. And I hope wherever you go, you do well, and you stay healthy, and you dominate, and you become that Severino that we know and love.
He is.
And
he is gonna do it,
and you could be able to do that, man.
He is gonna do it. That's
ya tú sabes, oíste, de lo mío personal siempre.
That's another guy that he wants it just as bad, and I know he's gonna get better, man.
Who else is not gonna be here next year?
I'm thinking.
Well, Frankie Montas, you came back, you fought. To try to get back and try to showcase yourself. Kudos to you.
I love that.
But to be honest, the trade just wasn't good.
It wasn't.
Let's just be honest. It wasn't a good trade.
It wasn't a good trade. I really, really do love that he fought back, got back on the mound, was effective. He didn't get knocked around like that, but hey, something to look at. You could build off next year on your next team, and let's see where that goes.
Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Thank you for your
service.
Thank you.
No extensions, please.
Right.
Do not accept it, even if Brian Cashman comes with a gun.
I see somebody on Twitter do like, listen, I'm not gonna knock anybody for fanning over whoever, but to make it seem like that man belongs in Monument Park.
Come on, let's relax.
Relax. I fucking hate that.
Relax.
Jesus Christ, B.
Last but not least, Chris, Kyle Higashioka could have played his final game in Pinstripes. Was a stoic guy, but kind of like low-key funny. Was a nice guy as well.
Higgy, man.
Just a true backup catcher in Higashioka, man. And
Higgy had the pops, man. Higgy had the pops.
He'll have these little inside jokes where he had the 3 homers, and then Judge finally got one, and he's like, "Hey, you joined the club." You know, like
see, man.
That's pretty cool.
That if Higgy boy, he's been in the organization for over 15 years, right?
I think like 11 years.
It's been a minute,
minor
man.
leagues.
I love that. But yeah, obviously, very possibly there's no coming back. So if he does want to continue playing, hopefully, he finds a team, then do what you got to do there.
Big time.
Wandy's not coming back. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
and of course, last but not least, Middleton. Kenny Middleton.
Last but not least. Last but not least. 5 more people.
Yeah, but that's it. But yeah, like, I think that this year was a learning lesson year, and hopefully, all I want is the Yankees to be good, man. All I want is to be able to watch games and have fun watching them and feel like, we put in the best product on the field. For how long we've been saying, the Yankees put the best product on the field, man. They always do, and I'm proud of them for that. But this year, it just didn't pan out that way, and that sucked.
This is a World Series team.
No way!
Bro, they really believe that. Like, who are you talking to? Bro, who you talking to, man? Like, Donaldson's your third baseman. Yeah, man, World Series team, B. All right, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
But we'll see. Guys, we'll be back on, like, all right, the offseason, the way it's going to work, let's do once a week.
Yeah, we could do once a week.
Do once a week after the playoff. When the playoffs end, we'll do once a week. I'll do playoff watch-alongs as well because I'm doing them in, John Boy Media. And whenever I'm not doing the John Boy Media, I'll turn it on at home and I'll stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/JoezMcfly. I'll play video games on there too. You guys can come hang out. We can talk whatever you want as well. I'm dying to play with you guys. Why is Max Scherzer just screaming, man?
Yeah, every playoff,
crazy.
Every playoff game has a former Yankee. They're thriving.
Crazy. So feel free. Feel free to hop on there. If news breaks about anything, I think Cashman is going to have a press conference. I'll probably do a video reacting to it, and then we'll have something where we'll talk about it. But we'll be more active on here because it's like Yankees put me in a bad mental place, guys. Like, it was like a really bad spot for me where I wasn't like my actual self.
Yeah, we're sorry for ghosting you guys, but
so I apologize.
But we are going to. Actually, I've been wanting to do like a question, like
a Q&A
pod, man. Have the people. I know people have been wanting to talk and ask questions and see what's up.
Yeah,
so definitely, man.
Or maybe you know what. I love like Yankee history and Yankee geography stuff. Maybe we'll also look into that in the off season, and we'll look at like some people that actually succeed. And I would love to see that and watch some stuff and like talk about some teams or whatever it is, and we'll see what's up with that.
Talk about some teams.
Yeah, but Chris, you have any final words?
Don't ask the question and then do that with the neck. Chris, you haven't.
You have any final words?
Final words,
Shit,
man.
My neck is stuck like
well, I want to say, let's see what happens. Because we could feel a certain way about certain things, how it's done. I want to see what's the mentality they're gonna go into with this season, this off season.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you know how I truly feel.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just like, I'm not too up, I'm not too down.
Very even keel.
Very
humbling year this year as we watch postseason baseball, and the Yankees are nowhere to be found. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching, man. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining and sticking this far along. What are you guys doing, crazy idiots? Guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Of course, you guys, like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on. And stay pinstripe strong. Let's go, Yankees!
We don't do that no more.
You're at it.